Hey Facebook world, it's Windy Carmickle here at Elements Health Clubs in South Lake Tahoe. We're going to go ahead and just start 1 minute early. Hey everybody, it's Wendy from Elements Health Clubs here in South Lake Tahoe. I just wanted to jump on really quick because we're going to do some basic instruction before we actually begin. So if you maybe caught the live post earlier, I went and picked up some laundry detergent. So this is not an advertisement in any way, shape, or form. So the brand chosen is in no way, shape, or form an encouragement to get that particular product. So if you have something at home, say windshield wiper fluid or a gallon of milk or juice, if you have an empty jug, you're welcome to go fill that with water now and get yourself ready. Don't forget to stay hydrated and have your own water close by you. As most of you have heard, the mandate has been extended till the end of April, so please watch social media, and also so we are on Facebook here at Elements Health Clubs Lake Tahoe, or you can find us on Instagram at Elements Health. It's actually at Elements Lake Tahoe on Instagram, and we'd love to see you there. Just keep in mind, if you take advantage of these classes, we hope that you would keep your membership open with us. However, if you do want to freeze, you can go ahead and contact info@pnwcb.com if you'd like to begin a membership with us, and you know that you want to get it set up before we open so you can just enjoy the benefits that we have here. Go ahead and email info@pnwcb, and we'll be sure to capture your information and have someone get in contact with you very quickly. If you have any questions about the video, or if you would like to schedule a time to discuss your nutrition, you can also email us at elementslaketahoe@gmail.com. We're going to go ahead and get started today, so stay with me again. We're going to go over different exercises and also modify those exercises for potential injuries. Some of the most common are knees, hips, lower back, shoulders, and wrists. So I'll make sure to give you the low end and the high end. So if you want to make it extremely difficult, I'll give you that option as well. All right, today we're going to go ahead and get up and start getting warmed up. Stick with me, okay? We only are here for about a half hour, and we try to get the whole function done. So from upper body to core to a little bit of legs. Okay, here we go. Let's roll. All right, we're going to be here at the mat. Can you see me okay? Seems like the further I get away, the more you can't hear me. So here we are going to extend the arms in each direction, a wide stance with the feet outside the hips, more shoulder length apart. Extend the arms. We're going to alternate here, touching the toe. Ready? Back up, touching the other side, keeping the core tight. Remember that it doesn't matter what position you're in, we're going to lock this core down. It's like laughing, if you could imagine laughing at your friends. We're going to do this for about 20 seconds, so I'm not going to stop you. If you need to put a slight bend in your knee, please do. You do not need to get all the way down to your toe, as long as you're keeping those arms nice and straight, alternating to both sides. Push through the heels of your feet. You should feel this stretch through your hamstring, your glute, your lower back, your triceps. Lats, everything's activated. Okay. Keep breathing. We're going to keep going for about 10 more seconds. Stretch, touch, stretch. Get all the way down to that toe. Do not bounce at the bottom. Touch and glide through when you come up. Here we are going into a standing position. We have a little groove in the floor there. We're going to go into a very slight motion. I do not want the knees locked out, okay? We're always soft in the knees. So in this particular exercise, what we're going to do here is just lift the knee to the opposite elbow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Mine's a little tight. 6, 7, 8. Keep that core tight. 9, 10. Let's do 10 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And that one is a little tricky for those with back issues because this position could be tricky because the hips roll under. So instead of doing that one next time, you do have the option of just bringing the leg up here. So you can do that on each side, 10 on each side. Let's do it all together so that we can feel what that feels like, all right? Let's start with the left foot first. Find your center. If you do need something to hold on to for balance, that's totally fine. Remember, soft leg is the planted leg, and we're gonna go ahead and bring that knee right up to the chest. 1, 2, 3. Flat foot 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good, let's do the opposite leg. The planted foot, the knee is nice and soft. Ready? Open stance, pulling that knee up. 1, 2, 3, all the way up. Come on. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Beautiful work. Let's grab our jugs now. Doesn't matter what you're using, and you can also do this without any weight at all if you choose. What we're going to do is bend over with a flat back. So you kind of sit deep in your hips, flatten out the back. We're not rolled under, we're nice and open. We're going to alternate the hands to pull our jugs. Alternating. Ready? Flat back. 1, 2. I like that pause at the bottom. 3, 4. Even when we're at the bottom, we're not rounding the back, okay? 1. Pull with that elbow. 4. The elbow goes straight to the sky. 5, 6, 7. Notice how I'm not twisting my body. My back is still flat. I'm not doing this. I'm not twisting in any way, okay? We're going to keep going. 2, 3, 4. See it deep in those hips. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good. We're going to do both hands at the same time this time. Same stance, sitting deep in the hips, pulling back. Okay? Ready? Sitting deep in the hips, bend. Make sure that back is nice and flat and you're sitting deep onto your heels. If you have lower back issues, it is absolutely okay if you just bend over just a little bit, okay? And do this. Not a problem. Those jugs will guide up your thigh, all right? For the rest of us, full sit deep. Nice and deep in those hips, pushing through those heels. Pull. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We're going to stand up straight. We're going to keep those jugs in our hands. We're going to do bicep curl. With bicep curls, I always want those hips. It's always hard to see from the straight view, isn't it? So I don't want those hips rocking back and forth when you're doing your bicep curls. I want the body nice and strong and the chest plate open. When you curl, it's like you're dumping the soap out over your shoulder. If you can't do it with this weight, it's totally fine. You can drop the weight and do it completely phantom. It's totally fine. Soft knees, pushing through the heels. The abs are locked in. Chest plate is open. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, all the way. Come on. 7, and that hand goes all the way down. 8, 9, 10. Keeping those weights in your hands. Keeping them in your hands. We're going to point the fingers in together. Look at these little thumbs. You see how they're pointed at each other? Keeping that chest plate nice and open. It's open wide. And we're going to pull those thumbs through our chest plate and right to our chin. 1, 2, 3, 4. Keep that chest plate open. 6, 7. If you have shoulder issues, you may not want to go up so high. 8, 9, 10. Beautiful job. Here we're going to bend over. You can choose to use your jugs or not. And we're just going to let those jugs fly out. All right, this is what it looks like from the side. It's that same stance, that sitting stance. Those jugs are together, and we're gonna let them open right up. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Beautiful job. Great. How do you feel? Pretty good? All right. One jog. We're going to bend into a tabletop position. If you have knee issues, don't go down so far. And you can kick back just like this. For the rest of us who need it a little bit more challenging, get that back nice and flat. So we're going to do all 10 on each side with one jug at a time. Okay? This hand is planted on the knee only for distance purposes. I don't want you resting your body weight on it because it rounds out the back. So we're going to keep it nice and open and kick. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and last one. Good job. Switch sides. Same stance. Walk one forward. Plant it on the hill. Bend those knees. Lean forward. Got that hand here for distance only. Kick it back. 1, 2, 3, 4. Working the back of the arm or the tricep. I call this the salt shaker muscle. 7, 8, 9, and last one. You can drop your soap down for now. We're going to go right back to the top. Start over from scratch. How is everyone feeling on this Monday? You still feeling quarantined in your home? So sorry. I'm getting the gym ready for you all to come back. Trying to get it nice and beautiful and clean so you have somewhere healthy to work out. All right, here we are in the wide stance. Hands are facing toward the mat or the floor. We're just going to go ahead and twist the opposite hand to the foot. Nice and slow, no jerking. 2. In exercises like this, I would never want you to go fast, especially with back issues, because you can easily throw your back out. So, lower back issues often stem from the hamstrings being tight. So you do want to make sure that you take good care of your hamstrings and foam roll them often. If you have lower back issues, that will help a little. If the IT band is tight, that can be causing some of the tension in your legs. So we're going to go ahead and do the one leg lifts now. So for the more advanced folks, we're here, alternating the foot. For those of us who do not, who do have injuries, we're just going to do one foot at a time, okay? So you go ahead and choose which one is you. For the more advanced, here. For the people who are not advanced or have lower back issues, just lift, okay? Use a platform or anything that you can hold on to, totally fine. We're going to count it out. Ready? Trying to move my mat over my head here. Ready to get tripped up. Tripped up. You like how I sing? Me too. Ready? Keep that chest plate open, and this is how you do it. We always open the hands, right? So if you have any balance issues, opening the chest plate up helps a lot. 1, 2, 3, 4. Don't lean over. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Beautiful job. We're going to go back to our jugs. Unfortunately, it's a dry day, so we're going to get a little sip and get right back to work. Got your jugs? All right, we're going into our bicep curl. We'll start there first. What the heck? Bicep curl, remember the body's strong, the knees are soft, chest plate is open, the core is locked nice and tight. Those thumbs are gonna go up to your shoulder and the jug goes right up and over the ear, like you're pouring the jug over your shoulder. If you can use cans of vegetables, if the jug's a little bit too aggressive of a weight for you, you could definitely use something a little bit lighter or do a phantom curl. That body is nice and strong. There's no rocking the body at all. All the concentration is in your bicep and only in your bicep. 3 more, okay? 1, 2, and last one. Beautiful. We're gonna go right into our sit stance. So feet are shoulder length apart, sitting deep in the hips, slight bend, alternating the hands. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Good job. Same stance. Remember, we're here. We're going to let those jugs fly out, okay? Sitting deep. Deep in the hips. Nice flat back. 2, neutral neck. 3, 4, 5, 6. You can do this without weight. 8, 9, 10 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's the rear delt that you're feeling there. That little guy that's on fire. It's the back part of your shoulder called your rear delt. All right, we've got the the thumbs turned into one another, pointing at one another. Our feet are together and we're pushing through our heels. Gonna go ahead and bring those jugs up all the way to our chin. Again, for those of you who have shoulder issues, please do not come up so high. You can come up right to the bottom of your chest plate. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 more. Come on. 1, 2, 3, 4. Keep that chest plate open. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and last one. Good. Dropping one of them on the floor or slightly placing it on the floor. All right, we're down, kicking one leg back on the toe, pushing through the heel of the front. We're using the opposite hand for just distance relation only, dropping that back nice and flat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, only 10, 9. Last one, make it good. We're switching sides. I caught it, did you see that? So smooth. Kicking that back foot back on the toe, front foot on the heel. Nice flat back, using the opposite hand for distance, kicking it back. 2. The most important part of this is that you're kicking it back and holding at the top. No bouncing. 6, 7, 8, 9, and rest. That was 2 sets. We're going to stick with 2 for today because we have so much to do. So much going on today, right? We've got both jugs here. We're going to do a wide stance. So this is going to mirror like a kettlebell swing, if you will. Just make sure you have a really strong grip on your jugs so that we don't send them flying through the house, right? So we're going to go into a wide squat and up, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and switch sides. So one jug is behind your glute, the other one is in front as you go down. Notice how my back is not rolling. My chest plate is not coming forward. I'm not bending over. If you saw me from the side, you would see that my back is nice and straight. This is what it should look like from a side view. I am not leaning forward. All right, here we are. If you can, please don't push yourself to injury, but if you can, and you'd like to challenge yourself, you can put your jugs up overhead. If you'd like, you can get down on your knees. This is going to help you to take the core away. So what I want is for that wrist to be right over that elbow, and that elbow to be in line with your shoulder. We're going to press up overhead. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and last one. Beautiful job. Good. We're going to start back with our cowbell swings or soap swings, whatever you want to call them is great. All right. So one on each side, okay? We're going to do one side at a time. Let's try for 20 this time. So 1, 2, keep that core tight. 3, push through the glutes. 4, 5, 6, core tight. 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's switch to the other side and just do it twice, all right? 1, 2, squeeze those glutes. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Switch it back. Go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and switch. Ready. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Beautiful work. Going back to our overheads. Come down on your mat, or you can stay standing, entirely up to you. Remember to stay up on your knees because we do want to make sure that our core is kind of being taken out of the equation altogether. So up overhead, ready? That wrist is right over the shoulder. The shoulder and the elbow are in line. Overhead, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and rest. Good job. We did 2 of those today as well. So I encourage you to take the whole program at least 2 times, but I'd always like to see you do it 3 or 4. That's my preference. But if you could at least watch it a second time and do it, that means that you had a pretty good workout. All right, we're going to be on our mat now. We're going to try to get a couple things in. You know, I'm always about abs, so like we got to make sure we have time for abs. So we're going to be here with one of our jugs. We're going to lay completely flat on our mat. Okay. Safely secure the soap in your hand and up over your head. If you have lower back issues, you can put a towel underneath your back to bring your hips up so that you don't strain your hips. All right, here we are with our tide, and we're up overhead or your soap of choice. Make sure it doesn't slip out of your hand, so make sure you do have a good grip. We're going to bring the tide to the toe, tide to toe, tide to toe, all the way back over your head. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and rest. Good job. We are actually going to sit up. I know we talked about this position before. Excuse me. All right, so if you do have lower back issues and you can't take your feet off the floor, please don't. It's okay if you need to leave at least the heels of your feet on, just barely touching the floor. That would be my basic introductory or intermediate type. If you're more advanced, I do want you to pick those feet up off the floor, and I do want you to keep the back nice and straight and the chest plate open. What we're going to do here is twist and touch right behind our hip. Just twist and touch the mat with your soap. You can do this without your soap entirely as well. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, rest. For those of you who have their heels on the floor, you can remain there if you like. For those of us who like this a little bit more advanced, I'd like you to hold your tied up and basically to your face. The whole idea is that when your knees come in, it's not going to hit that tied. 3, 4, 5. For you, those of you who have your heels on the ground, you're just going to bring the knee in. 4, 5. It hurts all the same. 8, 9, 10. For those of you who are doing this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Resting. Please put the tide or soap down at your feet, and please lay all the way back. I'd like your tide to be between your heels, or your soap to be between your heels. We're going to go ahead and lay back and support our head with our hands. And what we're going to do is let the legs go straight, okay? We're going to be on one side of the soap, and we're going to lift the feet. This is pretty awkward for me laying down, so if you like, you can also come up on your elbows. So we're going to go up and over. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Resting. Yep, our abs are going to hurt tomorrow, I'm pretty sure. All right, that is your first set of abs. We're going to do some more work here, and we'll go back to our second set of abs, all right? I love to throw abs in, so you'll get to know me by that. Here we are in a plank or a tabletop position. You remember this one because we do it all the time. So we're in a tabletop. We're going to stretch each foot out, making sure that you return that knee right underneath the hip. Okay? 3. Oops. Sorry, my floor is not as level as I like it to be. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Great. We're going to roll those toes under, and we're going to push through our hands. So roll the toes. What I'd like for you to do is do a push-up, and I want those hands right at your chest plate. So you should be right here at your chest. What I want you to do is keep those elbows in and push up and through. You're going to really feel this in that salt shaker muscle. Push back down and back up. Those hips stay down. We're not doing a push-up. My hips are married to the mat. My toes are rolled under. We're pushing through the hands. Pushing through those triceps, back down. All the way flat, release the tension from your hands. They're right here at the chest plate. Pushing through again, leaving those hips down on the mat. Push, keeping that chest plate open, and the shoulders are down and away from the ears. Push. 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 And one more. Push all the way back to a child's pose. We're going to go right back to our mat in the sitting position. Maybe we should grab our soap, huh? All right, we've got our soap. Got our mat. We're going to take that soap, secure it tightly in our hands, lay all the way back. Remember to take that soap in your hands, make sure it's secure so we don't drop it on our heads. Push through those heels, make sure everything is nice and flat. If you have lower back issues, a towel or a wedge there is fine. We're taking that jug up overhead. Ready, toe touches, alternating, left foot, right, left, right. Try to reach. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and done. Good. All the way back up. Ooh, it is really dry today. All right, we're going to take that jug in our hands again. If you need it a little more simple, go ahead and leave your heels on the mat. Not a problem at all. Those of us who are more advanced, pick those feet up, keeping the chest plate open and twisting. Well, this is our 5-minute marker. You know, always push the envelope, right? So let's at least finish our abs and our tricep pushes. All right, here we are. For those of you that leave it, go ahead. Twisting all the way, touching that soap right behind your hip. 4, 5. Even if you have your heels down, we're still keeping that chest plate open. 6, 8, 9, 10. Beautiful. Placing that jug right between your heels. So be at the heels of your feet. Lean back on your elbows. Nice straight legs. Both feet are on one side of the jug. Ready? Picking it up and over. 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and resting. Go ahead and grab that jug. For those of us who need a little bit more, a little simpler, remember your heels are on the floor. We're going to alternate those knees. For those of us who need it a little bit more advanced, you're going to go ahead and pick your feet up off the floor and crunch in and back out, extending the legs all the way. 4, not touching the floor. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, this is 59 loads. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, you shouldn't swallow it. 7, 8, 9. What does your jar say? All right, folks. That was it for our abs. We're going to go right back into our tabletop position. We're going to go rather quickly. Make sure that your knees are right over your hip. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And remember, keeping the toes flat. We're going to push down. Hands are at our chest plate here. Toes are rolled under. Pushing through the hands and coming all the way up, leaving our hips on the floor. 1, 2, 3. Push through the hands all the way. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. Rolling it back. Child's pose. Reaching those hands all the way forward, tucking those hips all the way back. Take 2 deep breaths in through your nose, out with your mouth. Good. Back to our tabletop position. Let's do some cat and cow. Cat and cow. Cat and cow. Thank you so much for joining me today. We hope to get back to normal life pretty soon. So we hate that we can't see you and hope that we can see you again soon. So in the meantime, stay safe, stay healthy. If you would like us to build you kind of a diet plan, a caloric intake plan, feel free to contact us. We know that it's really tough when you're at home and there's so much going on. So just wanted to say thanks for joining. And again, if you have any questions or comments, you can email us at elementslaketahoe@gmail.com. Have a blessed day. See you soon.